All right, so today we are looking at a pretty full-featured set of earbuds from our friends over at SoundPEATS. This is their new Air 5 Pros. They come in around the $130 Canadian price point, so I wouldn't say that they're necessarily budget, but they kind of sit in that budget to mid-range. Right now, when I'm doing this video, there is a 25% off coupon. I don't know if it'll be there when you guys are watching the video, but as of now, that brings it down in around the under the $100 mark. So, or around the $100 mark. Under the $100 mark? Yeah, under the 100. So these ones actually come with like high res audio, LDAC. You're supposed to be able to hear the difference. So again, these are running Bluetooth 5.4. Maximum working distance is about 10 meters. You get about 7.5 hours of playtime out of the earbuds themselves, and you can get upwards of 37 hours with the charging case. So we're looking at a 528 milliamp battery in the charging case and a 35 milliamp battery in the actual earbuds themselves. So depending on your phone that you plug these into, you may be able to get some higher quality audio. Again, depending on what it supports in regards to, I think these ones also support like the aptX. I think that's what it's called. So 10 millimeter drivers, hybrid active noise canceling. So that's good. And again, 37 hours. Anything else on there? Nothing, except you're supposed to hear the difference. So we're gonna hear the difference today. That's what we're doing. Anyways, let's see what comes in this here box. These, I've always liked the SoundPEATS stuff. You know what? They make nice little headphones. So you got a little manual in there. Yes, I'm not going to take that out, but I'm guessing that's your manual. They do come, I think, in a black and a white. So this is the white version. Makes them a little more Apple AirPoddy, right? So that's cool. We'll just take that out. And you're going to get your USB-C cable, and depending on your ears, you're of course going to get different size tips, right, to make sure that they fit your ears properly, because if you're not getting good audio, that's probably one of the reasons. Anyways, let's take these off. It's kind of a satin white, which is nice, but nice looking, of course. That's going to be your like battery indicator. There's your USB-C. You do have a little dot here, so I'm guessing if I click that, yeah, it comes up. I'm guessing that tells me that they have battery in them, I'm guessing. And we'll open them, but these ones actually have an app. So I don't know if you connect them via the app first or you connect them via the Bluetooth settings. So we'll just we'll bring this up here so we can take a look at it. This is the SoundPEATS app. So if we open these, they've got some heft to them for sure. Yes. So we're going to take that off. So I like the fact that nowadays they make the blue stuff here very, very dominant, right? So these, all right, I'm down. They got some heft to them. Those fit my ears. Very nice. Okay. So if I hit right now, let's go to plus. Bluetooth, SoundPEATS. Okay, I have other SoundPEATS. So if I said pair, oh, it takes me right in here, which is kind of nice. It actually opens up your Bluetooth so that you can tell. So let's go to the bottom. And I think I may have to hold these. Now, the other thing too is a lot of times when you take the tape off, they don't register. So you may need to put these back in here. Yes. So that it actually sees that there's headphones in it now. So a lot of times that can be a bit of a, I don't want to say an issue, but they have to come out. See, we get a little change in the light. Yes. And there they are. SoundPEATS Air5 Pros connected. So step one. Yes. All right. These fit good though. I definitely don't need any different tips for sure. Okay. So now we should be able to go to the app. Searching. Devices found. Excellent. Connecting. There they are, right? It shows me 100%, 100%, and the case has a 94% on them, right? So I'm like, yeah, those are them. So yeah, you have your active noise canceling, you have your normal, you have your transparency mode. So if I switch here, yeah, that's a good transparency mode for sure. I can hear myself talk really well. And I have a lot of fans on in here, and they're gone. They're gone. So my light's putting out stuff. I have something over here running. Oh yeah, that's good. And then you have a noise canceling level. So adaptive, indoor, outdoor, traffic mode. All right, that's pretty cool. You do have some built-in equalizers. So you have an adaptive equalizer. Test in a quiet environment with earbuds on, stopping the audio is played. Different frequencies will play. Oh, so this is they do this a lot too. So they'll actually go through different frequencies and volumes, and you actually say when you hear it, because it actually adapts to your hearing ability. So I do think that's cool. I will enable that later. So yes, we do have, of course, it's set to classic. Okay, bass boost, electronic, rock and roll. So you can play around with some presets. Custom sounds will bring up an equalizer. Again, very cool. Just kind of go back here. So prompt, sound guide, touch operation. So we have game modes here for like a lower delay between the actual game and your headphones. Dual device connection. Find earbuds. That's cool. Fit test. Can I do a fit test? Configuring. Let's just see. Right. This is just to make sure that it has optimum bass and audio performance. So continue on to see. Start test. Good fit. Good fit. Right. Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Good fit. Firmware updates. We can check for updates. Latest firmware is already there. And about your device. Very good. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. I'm down. Touch operation. Shows you what happens. Taps, double taps. I like this, right? Because, and you can change these to make sure you set them up the way that you want. I think that's all right. That's actually really good. So let's go back here and try a song, right? Because there's some good tunes in here. Ready? Okay, let's try this. Bass is good. And this is just with the classic, right? So if I came back here, for instance, I should be able to modify these while it's playing. So if I wanted to, I could go into my equalizer presets. Let's try bass boost. Okay. Of course, it's in an area with not much bass. Oh yeah. Okay. Treble. Actually, I like that actually. Okay. Rock and roll. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference on each of these. Okay. Yeah, these are good. These are good. I may keep these for myself actually. I usually end up, friends of mine or family are like, "You got any earbuds?" I'm like, "Yeah, try these." These may come with me. These may be ones that I enjoy using. Plus, I like all the adaptive stuff once you get that set up. So let's actually go into Blackmagic. We'll see what their mic is like. Now, yeah, you can tell as soon as it switches into Blackmagic. One of the things that I always do in regards to before I record is that I always like to make sure that the it's in normal, because I find a lot of times if you have all your different transparency modes or your noise canceling modes, that it can affect the actual recording because it's using microphones differently. So I'm going to come here again, SoundPEATS Air5 Pros. Perfect. Camera. Ready? Let's just do a recording, shall we?
So this is actually, as you can see here, this is actually using the Air5 Pros, their microphone. Again, I'm not doing any kind of audio adjustments or anything like that in regards to what these sound like. But you guys should get a decent idea of the audio quality, what it sounds like. Is it bass heavy? Is it tinny? Is there anything cutting out? And so you'd be able to get a good idea if you're going to use these for, let's say, phone calls or Zoom calls or gaming or whatever, right? So there's your audio test, and that's it for that.
Anyways, I like these. I do. Like I said, I think these may go in the pocket of Greg. Yes, these may go in my own pocket because I think those are nice. I do indeed. They got really good sound. And I like the fact that they have the game mode and things like that because, not that I play a lot of games, but if I want to connect these, I would think like, say, to my Steam Deck or something like that when I'm traveling. Game mode can be actually really nice. So, yeah, these are a win. I think, again, if you're in the ballpark of looking at headphones, let's say that are, you know, 60, 70, $80, you don't mind spending just a little bit more, I think these could be a really good option for sure. And if you're looking at buying like flagships, so like a basic pair of, let's say, AirPods, so like AirPod 4s or whatever, again, I think these, unless there's something specific in the AirPods that you require, I think these are kind of the way to go. Now, I did want to see, oh, it's not connected. So that's the thing, right? They have this, I think they have this Find My, right? Allow while using the app, sure. Does it have the ability? Oh, yeah, it does. So you could actually say find, right? Map navigation. What? Play? It actually found me. That's neat. I don't have the ability. It doesn't seem like it wants to play anything. So, because it can't send a tone to it. Now, my guess is maybe if they were open, right? Like this, and they were connected, and you put them down somewhere, at that point in time, maybe you could hear them. So I'm curious. So if I went back here, right, and like, I see it says connecting device. Okay, so now it says, let's say if I went into this and I said, find my earbuds. Yeah. So now you have a play. So I can find specific ones, right? But I guess, again, I guess they have to be out. It wouldn't have to be, maybe they're sitting out somewhere. Yes? They're just hanging out. Okay. Yeah, a little thing. You guys may not be able to hear that, but it's not crazy loud. But you know what? If you had put them down somewhere, like I put them on my desk, I'm like, where did I put those? Because everything in here is white, for instance. Okay, at least it has it. You know, it's not going to find necessarily the case, but it will find these if they're out, they're connected. Yeah, why not? Why not? And it shows them on the map. Yeah, that's all right. All right, guys. Again, links down below if you're interested. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that little notification bell. And I think these are a complete win. All right, guys. I'm out. Later.